Hello everyone, and thank you so much for being a part of this event today. We didn't expect such a massive turnout, and it's so wonderful of you all to remove time and be a part of our trailer launch here. Um, so how do I feel a part of being a film which is, I think this is my first film which speaks about patriotism and the sentiment of being a patriot. Um, it is in a way very unfortunate that in my 12 years career, I never really got to do a film which is about which is for the land or the love of land, it shows how indulgent we are at the movies. So it's a shame. In 12 years, I would have or should have been maybe big or small part of films which evoke sentiment of nationalism. But I don't think we make those kind of movies. Um, but finally, it's here, and I hope it starts a trend of romance which is beyond just man woman love, or just love which is only of physical nature, or love which is only for yourself and your survival. I really hope, I know that we are just a developing nation, and I hope that we are struggling with many crises, and these romantic sentiments like, romancing the love for the land and things like that is a little far-fetched for us. But I hope that we can go beyond the like bare necessities and can do things which are a little bit more sort of um, sentimental in nature. Well, action was definitely very challenging. When I started, I was very fragile, and I weighed around some 50 kgs, for my height. That's very skinny. And I couldn't even, I didn't look like a warrior, and I couldn't practice more than 30 minutes. So the person, my action director who trained me, he was worried about the fact that I will not be convincing as a warrior. My body type and the way my stamina was very low. Then I gained weight, and then I could actually do 10 to 12 hours action every day. And it was a journey. It was something very different to be galloping, to be fighting with swords, to be fighting with two swords sometimes, hand combats, jumping off the horses, and sometimes falling with the horses. Along with the horse, you rehearse a fall some 25 times, and then you do it. So it's a very different world for me, and it took me a little aback, and I was like, oh, I'm not able to handle all of this. So it was yeah, very different experience. I think we call this movie, like this movie has brought about so many talents from all across the country, and it's been gratifying for me to be working with Vijender sir or Danny sir or Kulbhushan sir, with the very some of the senior actors and artists, Shankar Ehsan Loy, Prasoon sir. All these people I've been only, sort of been a fan of, or been following like a fellow artist, but never really got a chance to work with them. So in that aspect also, it's been absolutely gratifying.
We have, since Rani Lakshmibai is a national icon, and we felt that, and specifically in South India, where you have Vijendra Prasad sir has told us that many women have got the name as Lakshmi, and this is a very, very popular character over here. So we feel that this film has got a huge potential as far as Telugu and Tamil is concerned. So that's why we thought of dubbing the film here, and wanted to present the film in your local native language to the audiences out here. And we really feel there's going to be good potential over here. So these are the two languages which is really, and from a business perspective also, Tamil, after Hindi, Telugu and Tamil are the two largest, biggest market in the country. So that's hence we have made this choice to dub the film in both the language, and we are very hopeful and positive about it. And seeing the kind of turnout we have today, we can clearly see that Manikarnika is a it's really a choice of everyone.
I could, like if you understand the socio-political environment in those days, you will feel enraged and you will feel wronged. And it is, but you just need to understand the environment in those days. It's definitely, you can't live a tense life like that in today's time. Thankfully to people like her that we are living in the times that we are. But if you understand how they treated Indians and the way they, sort of harassed and manipulated and exploited the land and the wealth and the people, enraged, and you will feel, you will identify with them. She was a rebel, and also if you see around that time, a lot of youth, a lot of people, like they were contemporaries, whether her or Mangal Pandey, Tatya Tope, and there were hundreds of them. So you see, it had become a second nature for a youth to feel like, we need to sort of, break the chains of slavery. Yeah, okay.